Yo, what's good, you guys? And today we'll be at it again with another review. And today I finally got the time to literally review Marvel Avengers. So, of course, this game is an action role-playing brawler video game that is co-developed by Crystal Dynamics and published by Square Enix. The game's main storylines takes place 5 years after A-Day, a celebratory day for the Avengers wherein a tragedy results in death and destruction, and the Avengers were to blame. So the team is forced to reassemble to save the world in peril in a form of AIM, led by MODOK, which threatens to end the world of superpower individuals. That's enough about the plot, let's talk about the sexy gameplay. So the gameplay is presented in a third-person perspective and can be played in both single-player and multiplayer. The game features an online Kupo mode, allowing players to assemble a team of heroes of their own. You can mostly play as Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, and Ms. Marvel. Each hero possesses a variety of costumes and customized features, as well as a capacity to upgrade their powers and abilities using a skill tree. And while you play through the game, you can get various gear, and for each equipped gear item, it can increase the overall gear power, and for each point of gear power, increase a hero's total power level by the same amount, improving the amount of damage your hero can deal or endure. There is also a specialty gear called artifacts that can be equipped, which also adds the hero's overall power level and may provide unique gameplay bonuses. And throughout multiple regions that you will be able to play through, there is usually one main objective, and then you got several optional objectives as well. And there are specific times of missions, including the campaign. There are iconic missions specifically for that Marvel character, and there's a lot more missions as well, like sabotage missions, elimination missions, defense missions, and more. And if you do get rusty with one of the characters, you can always go to the harm room to do harm challenges. And before I forget, you can do other challenges by certain factions in the game, and you could do your own personal challenges by that specific Marvel character. And if you complete your dailies and weeklies in the challenge card, you will be able to get emotes, skins, and even currency. In the beta, I've talked about the matchmaking and saying the matchmaking was literally trash in some cases, but I'm happy to see that they're improving, but they still need to improve a little bit more. But other than that, matchmaking is kind of fine. But there are a shitload of glitches. Like, yo, there's like my freaking characters going throughout the map. Basically, certain skins that I've literally earned is getting literally locked back up. Like, yo, and I understand that they actually put in patch notes and they literally just released a patch today, but it still needs to be fixed, dog. Dang, I don't want to spit that joint off my chest for a while now, dog. But environmentally, it was fairly okay. I literally adapted to every situation that I had, and it was fine in my case. And that leads to another thing that I want to freaking get angry about, yo. The shaking is giving me a headache. But I'm happy, and I'm happy to hear that they actually literally have a setting for it so you can dim it down. So props to you guys for actually listening to me, yo. And graphically, the game is fairly good looking, to be honest. Everything in the game, to the whole environments, the snow and the whole desert, it was just gorgeous. And probably the last thing that I want to nitpick about, it can be a little repetitive, especially if you play for a couple of hours. I don't know if it's just me or how I feel about it, or it's just the game entirely, but it was pretty much fine for the most part. So hopefully I talked about almost everything in this game, so I'm gonna just hop onto the overview. So on the positive side of things, the story was good, the overall gameplay was okay. I love that they have customization in the game. I definitely love most of the characters' skill trees. The gear mechanic was alright, and surprisingly I actually enjoyed most of the challenge cards that was in the game. Environmentally, the game was good, and the graphics was just gorgeous. And on the negative side of things, the matchmaking is alright, but it does need to improve. There are a crazy amounts of glitches in the game. When the game shakes, it just gives me a freaking headache, and the game can be repetitive. So the game came out in August 14th, 2020. The game should be in most platforms, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Google Stadia, and PC. And it will come in next gen console, so it will be on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S or X. But right now, currently the price is $59.99 if you get it digitally, and if you get the game in stores, it is about the same price range, so it's probably $59.99, maybe even $54.99. Shoot, it probably get cheaper. It all depends on where you look. So besides all of that, is this game actually worth your money? To be honest, in my case right now, no. Don't get me wrong, I really like this game. This game is a very good game overall, but and plus I give props to Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics that they actually is addressing the issue, but there's a whole bunch of glitches that still need to be fixed, and it's just all over the board right now. So with that being said, I highly advise you guys to wait until the price drops. Hopefully the game will get better by other patches, but until then, that's technically what we got. So that's technically the review. So if you like this review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account, because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I will catch you guys on the next review.